It's the rematch nobody wanted, Donald Trump versus Joe Biden. The two men are going head-to-head in the first presidential debate. It's slated for Thursday in Atlanta. Now, this debate is different from those of the past. Since 1988, a non-partisan group has conducted U.S. presidential debates, but not this time. This year's debates will be held by U.S. media companies. The first one by CNN, and the rules are quite interesting. No audience, no opening statements, and no pre-written notes. There is also a Trump-specific rule. You cannot speak out of turn. Even if you do, it won't matter because your mic will be muted. Both campaigns have agreed to these rules, but the question is, how will it pan out? What are both sides looking for? Broadly, three things. Biden's biggest challenge is showing up in full control. A lot of people have questioned his mental acuity. They say Biden is not fit for office. If those claims are true, the debate will expose him. So Biden's job is simple. Come across as fit and ready for another term. No gaffes, no wandering thoughts, and certainly no dozing off. Now we come to Donald Trump. The gaffe part applies to him as well. At 78 years of age, the former president isn't a spring chicken. But his biggest challenge is the legal troubles. Trump is a convicted felon. He was found guilty on 34 different criminal counts. Joe Biden will weaponize that. And how will Trump respond? Polls show the conviction has hurt his popularity. Many fence-sitters are now abandoning him. In his speeches, Trump has largely deflected the issue. He simply calls it a witch hunt. But on Thursday, there will be follow-up questions. So wild and baseless statements will not help. The third issue is policy. Expect abortion and immigration to dominate the debate. As president, Trump worked to weaken abortion rights in the U.S. Judges appointed by him overturned Roe versus Wade. But recently, Trump has dialed down. Polls show that most Americans support abortion rights, so Trump has abandoned his radical position. He attended a Christian conference last week and listen to what he said there.
The whole thing was they wanted, the Roe v. Wade was federal, and they wanted it all back in the states where the people could vote and make their decisions. It's now up to the will of the people in each state. Some states will be more conservative, other states will be more liberal. It's happening now.
No radical sloganeering. Trump says states must decide on abortion. Biden's position is the opposite. He says abortion rights must be protected, not just in some states, but across the country. Next, we have immigration. It's a very important political issue in the U.S. Around 28% Americans say it's the most pressing problem. There are 11 million undocumented migrants living in the U.S. That is 3 times higher than in the 1990s. And Biden knows this. He recently unveiled a new policy on immigration. It will give citizenship to 500,000 undocumented migrants, most of whom are married to U.S. citizens. This will help Biden among Latino voters. Trump, too, is loosening his immigration stance. He says foreign students who graduate from America should get green cards. It's a shift in policy for him. In 2016, Trump was vehemently anti-immigration, but this time he's rethinking it. The question is, why? The opinion polls could hold the answer. Biden and Trump are almost neck and neck, so it's all about swinging the undecided voters. Many of them are put off by Trump's radical position on issues like abortion and immigration. Hence his decision to dial it down. But he will stick to the script on Thursday, or will he veer away from it? That's one thing to watch out for. And don't forget the personal taunts. Trump has been calling Biden a brain-dead zombie. Meanwhile, the Biden campaign has called Trump a convicted criminal. Will this name-calling continue on Thursday, Or will both men focus on policy? Considering how bitter this campaign has been, the former seems likely.
On the show today, the T20 World Cup bandwagon has moved across to the West Indies. What can we expect from this?
Hello, I'm Alyson le Grange, coming to you from Durban, South Africa. Today we have a special show.
Start with a report on India's shifting nuclear posture. The first time since India officially became a nuclear power.
Hello and welcome to Firstpost America. I'm Aaron Ham, coming to you live from the nation's capital, Washington, D.C.